Hey Brittany, I thought it would be easier to just make a quick movie and send you a link to our YouTube so you can see what we're seeing. So if I go online to our account and we go to pre-orders last week and we look, I know it might be kind of hard to see this, but there is no pre-orders from last week for any Pokemon. This is all the things that come up under last week. So these would have been, I assume from what the website shows, these would have been the available pre-orders to us last week. So then if I go back up here to pre-orders and I go to this week, this should be new pre-orders that are here this week. And if we go up to the top of the screen, this week, it's showing 129, which is order due, and these weren't even there yesterday. So this Bandai order for the new Gundam boxes is showing a release date of 6/26, but it's showing order due 129, which would mean we're already late. And again, we're not even allowed to order. There's no quantity here, but this wasn't even here last night when I was taking screenshots. This is just came up within the last, several hours. But anyways, it goes down to Pokemon. Again, this is in this week's available pre-orders. This wasn't available to us last week to pre-order. And again, we were not allowed to pre-order anything here. If I go over here to Catalyst Games, again, we could put our pre-orders in, but it's showing 130, stuff like that, 129, 130. Even if I go over to all pre-orders and I start scrolling down, it'll show all pre-orders and what we've got our orders in for, things like that, yada yada yada. And I'm still not sure what these numbers mean when I hover over them. It's basically saying that we ordered too late to get it, but these order due numbers, we don't understand this because it's showing 1208, but when we were back on the old Alliance website, there was no availability to pre-order this back in the beginning of December. These just came up within the last, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks. And that's the One Piece starter display set. We go across here, you can see that it's got a release date of 7/31, but it's showing an order date of 12/8. And we're really confused because we're not seeing that on our end. When we go to be able to go to order new pre-orders, when they first come out and when they're first available, these things just aren't showing up until it's too late to order them. But anyways, if I go down and try to find Pokemon, so let's go over here and try to find Pokemon in the all pre-orders. Okay, so it's showing Pokemon 2025 World Championship deck is the only thing that we can order, and it's showing order due by 2/04. But all these other dates, so none of these items were made available to us to order in time to order, because they just showed up on the website. So that's the confusion we're having. I don't know if this is a website issue or if they've just decided that we don't get a Pokemon allocation anymore. So on our system, it's showing up as by the time it hits the website, it's already too late to order. So they're closing the order books to us, so we're not seeing it. Or if it's just a website glitch or what, but anything you can do to help explain this so that we understand what's going on, and if we can get orders, then we need to get a system or something that tells us, because by the time it shows up on the system under pre-orders for every day, I go in this week and click here and I look to see what we can get. And even if I go over here and I clear filter, this week it shows Pokemon but not available to order. But over here, I mean, maybe you can help. I'm sorry if I'm being if I'm dragging this out or something. I'm just trying to show you our frustration and we're just not understanding what we're seeing here or what we're supposed to be doing. Please advise. Thank you so much.